Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. We're outside at the moment. Sorry for the bit of noise, there's some builders around here. But this is just a really quick video. And don't you hate it when you're shooting against targets and then the pellet ricochets out the back and does that to your target? And it makes it really difficult to see where your shots are landing, you know, if we look at that from the side. And I get this happening a lot. I get it happening when I've got this actually up against a wooden backstop, or I've got it in a metal pellet trap. And think of metal pellet traps. Here's another problem that I get with metal pellet traps. Because now I'm getting a good shot, and I'm being able to put 5 pence shots, 20 rounds at 5 pence piece size at 20 odd meters, 25 meters. I'm getting the problem that after about 200 rounds, I'm punching a hole through the back of my backstop. And these cheap pellet things, yeah, they're great for BB guns, but they're no good for air rifles, especially if you're accurate. And of course, the target's always going to sit in exactly the same place, so the centre hole's always going to be in the same place. Tried beating it out, doesn't work. I've even tried putting this up against something solid, screwing it in tight, and all it does is just pushes the screws out as the pellets impact, and you get the same problem, and it starts getting expensive. Now, you would have seen from a lot of my videos that I started firing into end blocks of wood like so, and just pinning with drawing pins my targets onto there. But I get the same problem if we have a close look in here now. I've dug loads of these out, but if we look in now, we've got loads of pellets, and of course they're just going to hit pellet upon pellet and then rip through the actual target as well, causing the same problem. So that's not really helping me at all whatsoever. So I thought, use my brain a little bit. What we want to do is get the target back away from the backstop. So what I've done is I've come up with this idea. So what I've come up with is this idea of a paper target hanger. And we had some pieces of old kitchen cabinets lying around. So I took a saw to them, quick bit of measuring, took a saw to them, put 3 of them together into like an N shape, and then put a couple at 45 degrees hanging off the back to give it some support. And all we then do is we just come in, we just zoom in a little bit here, and all we do is we just pin our targets onto there, and then put that about a foot away from our backstop. Now obviously make sure you got a proper backstop as well, in case your pellets do go stray, and I do have a proper backstop. But this seems to work really well. Well, I've not even tried it yet, but I think it's going to work well. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it around. So I've just spun it around, and we'll just go and have a look, and you can see it's a real rough job. And obviously I could do this much better, but literally I've just screwed it in. I'm not joking, this thing took me about 10 minutes to make. You see there's 45 degree, and I just cut a little one there so it can rest, and it all rests quite nicely like so. Well, it seems such a shame since it's a gorgeous day and I've still got the PH6, so you know the score here. Let's get some zeroing up, get it ready for me dad when I give it back to him, and get it all sorted out for him. We'll have some shots and let's see how we get on. So you know the routine now, cue the music. Anyway, so we saw down the range there, a quick zero up for him before I give it back to him. You saw that go in there, quite nice. Works okay-ish on the paper, really thin paper targets. Obviously it's better with card because there's less resistance, but you're not going to stop that from happening. But let's get rid of that, we don't need that. I do like this rifle. They are nice. That's obviously even 25 meters out there. I think that's nice and zeroed up. Yeah, certainly good kill on that one. So DayState PH6, I love it. It's awesome. It's a lovely rifle. It really is nice. Anyway, hopefully you like this video. Hopefully there we showed you a bit of how I built my little target holder up. Dead easy. You can do it. It took me 5 minutes, and obviously you can make a much better job on it as well. Just make sure you got a decent backstop for the pellets to hit on there. And hopefully you like this video. Please put your thumbs up, share, like, dislike. Check out the other video. I'll put PH review up here as well. I did that, and check that all out. And at the bottom we've also got a donate in the video description. If you'd like to donate to the channel, it'll all go back to the channel. Anyway, short video. Catch you next time. Bye bye.